What's good, YouTube? I know it's been a while. I wanted to come to you guys and drop a video about my experience with Fund and Grow. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it. It really helps the channel to grow. It really helps me stay motivated to keep bringing you guys this content. But wanted to talk to you about, again, my experience with Fund and Grow. Fund and Grow is a company that helps people get access to capital, unsecured capital. Typically, as far as my experience has been with the company is in the form of business credit cards, which you can use to invest in your business, which you can use for expenses related to your business, or you can use to spend however you choose. But for me, I'm going to be using it to invest in my real estate business. So Fund and Grow. They have two ways for you to sign up for the program. One way is to, they have multiple ways for you to sign up for the program. I mean, as far as paying for the program, because there's a fee involved. It's about $4,000 if you pay up front, or you have the option and this may change. As of right now, this is the case. This may be different when you guys go to sign up or use the program, but as of now, you have an option to basically pay on the back end. So basically, let's say they get you, they say on their website they'll get you between $50,000 to $250,000 worth of funding for your business. Which has been accurate. From my experience, I'll tell you more about that later. But paying for it. So the cheapest way is to pay your money up front, $4,000. I think it's a little bit cheaper if you do it individually, but if you do $4,000, you get someone else that you can add to the program with you, essentially at a deep discount. I mean, I would say free, but obviously it's not free because you're paying but I think if you do it on your own, it's like $3,500. But if you do it with two people, it's $4,000. So I mean, to be honest, it's pretty much free for that second person. So that could be a great thing, because if you and a business partner both are in a good position with your credit, and you're able to capitalize on this opportunity, you guys could both have access to, potentially up to $500,000 worth of business credit that's unsecured, revolving, so you can use it multiple times once you pay it down. But the $4,000 route, again, that gives you two people signing up, or you could do it where the company takes a percentage on the back end of what they get you. So let's say they get you, and I think it's 9%. So they get you 100,000, on the back end, they'll take 9,000. So if you don't have the money up front, definitely that could be a good route for you to get access to the funding, but it's going to cost you a lot more. But basically, what you need to have up front is pretty much just good personal credit, man. And not only that, also you need to have minimal inquiries. So like they partner with a company, Kadam Credit, to obviously you can do this on your own too if you wanted to put the work in, but they partner with the company Kadam Credit that basically helps you to get rid of any blemishes on your credit report. But for me, I really use them initially for credit inquiries to be taken off. So I started with Fund and Grow. I think this was in May of this year, actually. May of this year. So I started with them in May. 4,000. My personal credit was really good, 750 plus. My balances were all zero on my credit cards, my personal credit cards, but I did have a few inquiries because, prior to considering using Fund and Grow, I was applying for a whole bunch of personal credit cards, just kind of collecting personal credit cards, which you can use for business too, but it also reflects on your credit report. So like in the industry that I'm investing in, you need your credit to kind of stay consistent. You need it to stay high. So if you're like getting personal credit and you're using it, depending on if you carry a balance or when your cards are reporting, it could cause your credit score to dip. So one of the advantages of using business credit is that when you use business credit, it doesn't report on your personal credit. So inquiries do, but as far as your utilization, it doesn't show your personal credit. So I can have a $30,000 business credit card and I could use $15,000, but my personal credit won't be impacted by that at all. And obviously I could use that money the other key advantage of using a business credit card is that your limits are like much higher. Like on a personal credit card, I think the highest personal credit card I have is like, well, I mean, I have an Amex Platinum, which you can use technically up to a certain amount, but just the ones where you have a balance that you can see, I would say my highest personal one is 18,000, but on the business side, I have one that's 40,000, or really 44,000. So the limits are much higher on the business credit card, which means you have access to more capital, which means you can, do more with that money. You can do more. You can do more. Ultimately, you have more money that you can invest and you can use for whatever you need to use it for. So started in May. You have a few rounds of funding. Right now I'm on my third round, but so far, man, I was able to get 106,000 in business credit cards. That's across, I think, 6 cards. But ultimately, I got 106,000 business credit cards. Really, there's one more. I really could probably have like 126,000 in business credit cards, but the other one will require me to actually go in and do something, and I really don't feel like, my schedule's pretty busy, but also I just don't feel like going into a bank and having this like conversation about the business credit card. At least at this point, I don't really feel like the need. I don't really see the need to do it, being that I already have so much, and I'm honestly not gonna be. At this point, I don't see myself even using all of it until I really find out a better way to liquidate it. I mean, there's some ways you can liquidate it, but they charge you like these crazy fees. I'm really starting to research like how to maybe like flip items. I wish I knew more about like jewelry or some shit like that. I maybe would like swipe up and get like some Rolex watch and flip it so that I can get the cash, maybe make a couple extra dollars, but also get the cash without being charged some crazy fee for transferring the money another way. Like you can transfer the money, to someone that you trust via like PayPal or some of these other ways. They charge you a fee, so I'm trying to avoid that. So right now, I'm probably going to use the cards mainly for repairs on my properties, things like that. And maybe down the line I'll figure out something. I know for sure I will figure out something, but right now I'm going to use it mainly for just repairs and things like that. And unexpected expenses that may come up, and ultimately I use my business credit cards now as kind of like my everyday card. Whenever I need to use something, you still get cash back or whatever perks that the card comes with. So there's really no difference, besides the fact that it doesn't report on my personal credit, which is very advantageous. So first round of funding, I think I got approved for like 4 cards. So I think I have a total of like maybe 8 cards right now. So the first round of funding started in May. We had to do like a month of like, I had to wait a month because I had to get some inquiries taken off. They want you to be under, it's like between 4 and 7 inquiries. I think it's 7. I think they want you to have under 7 inquiries. Don't quote me on that. Look at the website. I'll put the link in the description. I think they want you to have under 7 inquiries, and they can start applying for you. So you'll have a consultation call. They'll let you know what your credit profile looks like, what you potentially could get, who they're gonna be applying for credit with, and what documentation they'll need from you. There's a few authorizations you have to sign for them to be able to do this on your behalf. But basically, what they're doing, so ultimately you can do all this shit on your own, but the benefit of using Fund and Grow is that these guys obviously have experience getting business credit for people, and they can help you get like higher limits. So yeah, maybe I could apply for, let's say like a Chase Inc. or like a Truist card on my own, but I don't really know what numbers. I mean, I could obviously be honest and put in my own figures and stuff like that, but I don't really know what to say or what to present or what to put as far as expected income in order to get the best possible result. So working with Fund and Grow, they know what to do to basically get you the best possible result with these applications. So after the first round of funding, I think I had maybe like $40,000 or $45,000 in business credit, which was it was maybe actually maybe like 50,000 business credit during the first round of funding, which was cool. You know what I mean? Like I was like, wow, like it's really true. They said between 50 and 250, so I already was at 50 after the first round of funding, which was dope. And so then the second round, so we did the first round, then they say, hey, use your cards, pay them down, and I think maybe like 2 months later, or 2-3 months or something like that. Yes, 2-3 months later, they'll do the second round of funding. So I use the business credit cards. Honestly, I use one mainly. The other ones I kind of use like once, paid them off, and let them just sit. And I use one on a regular basis. And before the second round of funding, I paid it off. We had another consultation call to let you know who they're going to apply for with the second round. They also ask for limit increases on the cards that you already have. They consolidate some cards for you too. So you'll basically have like a higher balance on some, and eventually, I'm assuming down the line, they'll ask for increases on the ones that were consolidated to get that one up high, just similar to the ones that you had that already were consolidated. So boom, so the second round of funding, same steps as the first. They they do inquiry removal again if necessary, which it might be depending on your situation. And yeah, then they apply again. So after that second round of funding, and after they ask for the limit increases, they put me at like 106 or something like 108 and available credit, which is where I am right now. Third round of funding starts in I think probably another 2 or 3 months. Again, it's over for me overall in May. So I'll definitely come back with you guys and let you know my results. As far as what my total, what they were able to get me total. But as of right now, I'm 100,000 up in business credit thanks to Funding Grow. I'm definitely a supporter. If you guys are looking for capital for your business, if you're looking for capital to do whatever you want to do with it, preferably invest it, man. Don't like get this money and blow it, because you do have to pay it back. It's not like free money. But if you're investing it and you're putting it into something that's going to generate you cash flow, or get you a return, or maybe like a flip where you'll be able to make money from it, you could pay this money off. But if you're just going to get it, this business credit, and taking 100,000 and going to buy a fucking Corvette, or like, something that, that's not going to make you any money, I wouldn't recommend it, but you could use it for that. It really depends on what you want to do with it. But I wanted to put this out there to let you know that Funding Grow is real, that if you're looking for money for your business, this is a great tool. I mean, as long as you have the money up front, or as long as you're okay with paying that fee on the back end, you can get access to start your business, man. So, a lot of people have these great ideas, and a lot of people have things that they want to do. And for a lot of people, the thing that keeps them from achieving those things is the finances. They don't have the money to start it. So they have to like wait until they have the money. So, ultimately, this is like an opportunity for you to get access to the money, so you can do whatever it is that you wanted to do. So take advantage. I'll have a link in the bio. The link is going to be, I do get affiliate commission if you decide to sign up, which, again, I'm not like lying to you guys about this. This is like real results, but they have an affiliate program that I'm a part of. So yeah, if you do click the link, I will get a kickback on that. But ultimately, I'm really sharing this information with you guys so you can help yourselves. You feel me? So, and the kickback is a little bit of help for me for the information. So thank you. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, peace.